What is going on, guys? I'm Nick, and today we're taking a look at another case for the iPhone 14 Pro, and it's going to be the Pro Series from Phone Rebel. Now, this one I actually didn't expect to like as much as I did. I started off with the Flex series with the exposed sides, and I loved that case. I still daily that case pretty often, but I had to take a look at the Pro series, especially since we already went ahead and saw the Flex series. So let's get right into it, and I'll share my thoughts with you. Starting with the box, as always. So we have a picture of the case right on the front, and you have some sort of embossed lenses right here. Rebel on the side, as you can see right here, for the iPhone 14 Pro, 6.1 inch. At the top, Phone Rebel. The other side, exact same, and really nothing at the bottom. Moving on to the back, we do have a pretty decent amount of information. Rebel Gen series right here, impact absorbing bumpers. You can go ahead and take a look at all of this. We're going to cover it all pretty in depth as soon as we get the case out anyway. We look down here, metal buttons, which I really appreciate. Those feel super nice. We're going to cover them. Anti-shock bumpers, and yeah, screen protector included. This is one that it's so unnecessary. Cases don't have to provide a screen protector, but since Phone Rebel does, it's kind of spoiled me a little bit. It's so nice to have that, and let's just get right in here and we'll cover everything. This case does come in at right about $45, so not a bad price, especially for what you're getting right here. Set this to the side. Little view of the case right there. We're gonna set the case to the side really quick, just so that we can take a look at the other contents in the package. So this very nice recyclable material, love to see that, love that Phone Rebel is doing that. And over here, this is going to be just some protection for the screen protector itself. So very nice screen protector right here. You don't get any sort of frame to help you install it, which isn't that big of a deal. I don't think that's that rough. And then here, it's going to be your installation kit for the screen protector itself. Contents inside, screen wipe towelette, clean chamois cloth, and a dust remover. I'm gonna go ahead and open this. We're not gonna install it right now, but just so I can show you guys what comes inside. Okay, that's it. And here, you're gonna get your dust remover, as well as some guide stickers, which are gonna help you install it. And then we have the little sort of alcohol wipe, and then you have your little microfiber cloth to help dry off and get rid of any debris, anything like that. So that's going to be the screen protector. Set all this to the side and take a look at the main event, the Pro Series Phone Rebel case. Just look at this. Is MagSafe compatible? Which, MagSafe for life. We need every case to have MagSafe. That's a big thing to me. And this material on the inside is actually a very nice sort of silicone feeling material. It's a lot of grip to it, which just, I feel like it's gonna help absorb shock when it comes to a drop to your phone. And we take a look at the inside corners of the case. That's where we get to see that sort of foam impact absorbing material, which they showed on the packaging. It is in all four corners, which is really nice to see. And I just wanna shout out this sort of Aramid fiber, carbon fiber material they're using, because it feels so nice. A lot of these cases that I've covered that use this sort of material tend to have sort of a slippery feeling almost. It's very slick, and Phone Rebel does not feel that way. I just realized my case has some sort of imperfection on it or something like that. That isn't dust. I can't just scratch or wipe that off. So not sure what happened there, but not a big deal. Can't really even feel it. I just noticed it right now looking through the viewfinder, but not a big deal. And then just again, that feeling, the texture from this is very nice. It's not slippery at all. It even gives you like a pretty decent grip when you're holding on to it. But enough of the case itself. Let's grab the phone, which is right here, the iPhone 14 Pro in space black, and let's slap it into the case. Starting with the volume side as always, snap it in all four corners, and there we go. Gosh, this is such a nice feeling case. Let's start with some camera protection as always. Right here, you see that there is a very nice lip for your camera lenses. And just because of that, we're going to start with the Wobble Test as always. So let's see. You got your phone down on a table and you're typing away. a little bit of wobble, but of course, wobble isn't going to get to the worst of it until you get to the top, mostly the left corner. But I'm realizing this case doesn't actually wobble nearly as much in those corners, and that's going to be because all of these corners have a little raised lip. Not just that one, but also the corners at the bottoms, which help level at the back with this camera protection ring. I feel like that also helps from you scratching up this Aramid fiber when you place your phone backside down on a table when it's sliding around, anything like that. It really helps save the case from scratches. Now, moving on to the front, when we're talking about screen protection, you are going to notice there's not that much of a lip going on in sort of the center of the case, but if you look at it this way, you're going to be able to see that there is a very nice screen lip on the corners of the phone mostly. And that's really nice to see, because when you're typing away or you're sliding around your phone and you're just swiping like this or maybe from the bottom, you don't want the case to be getting in your way. And with these corners, you get all of that lip protection that you'd normally be getting without having the struggle of ruining the swiping experience on your phone. So you still do get pretty decent lip, just that it's going to be more focused at the bottom and the top of the phone, which I personally don't mind. Moving on to the sides, just like before, when we had those open sides, this is what really changes. You can even see the sort of cut where the other one used to be open. Now we do have a pretty uniquely shaped cutout for the mute toggle switch, which I actually really enjoy. I think this is a really cool shape they use right here. Really easy to get to, pretty shallow, very nice. Now we're going to talk about those metal buttons. Let's test those out. Crazy nice feeling buttons, super tactile and very raised, so they're super easy to find, as you can see right there. They're not flush into the case or anything like that. That's probably one of my favorite buttons on a case. This case just really goes in with their buttons, and they don't rattle. That's my bracelet shaking. But there's no rattling when it comes to the buttons. Super nice and very tactile. Now move on to the bottom, and we have some really unique cutouts down here. Of course, oval cutout for the lightning port, nothing too crazy there, but very nice cutouts for your microphone and your speaker down here. Super cool cutouts, very accurate. I just think they're nice to look at. Moving on to the right side, we have pretty much nothing going on, just the power button itself, as you can see right here. And we're going to test this one out too. And this button feels just as nice, if not even better, than the volume buttons. Absolutely love their buttons. And at the top, we do get a little bit of Rebel branding right here, which is pretty much mirroring itself to what we have down here at the bottom of the case. Really enjoy their branding. It's super minimal, doesn't get like too in your face at all. Super nice to see. Now I just realized I almost forgot, we still have to do the fit test. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Moving over to the sides. Pretty much no pull at the sides, just a tiny bit at the bottom, but I'm pulling pretty hard right there. And we get a little bit over on the volume buttons as well, which is pretty much normal to see. Tiny bit on the power button, but I am pulling pretty hard, so nothing really bad about it. Now, the case is MagSafe, so you know we have to go ahead and test MagSafe. Starting with the Spigen O-Mag ring as always, which is a phone stand and holder. We're just gonna snap it on right here. Okay, very demanding magnets. As you can see, you can shake the absolute life out of it and it's not going anywhere. Put it down as a stand, tap away, tapping pretty hard as you can see, and that is not going anywhere. Okay, very nice, definitely trust it with this accessory. Now we're gonna test some wireless charging, as well as a little bit of strength. Snap this on. Starts charging right away, no problems there. And it is very on there. That is super nice to see. You can see, very demanding sound. And I feel as though this sort of silicone soft material on the back of the battery pack is very grippy when paired with this Aramid fiber material. Super nice to see that. Yeah, definitely. I feel like this is one of those cases you can probably drop with this battery pack on, and the battery pack's not going anywhere. Also, I want to show, just because I do get questions about it, this battery pack does not come into contact or interfere with the camera lip. I know that does happen with some cases. Definitely not going to be happening right here. Just the right amount of space, just barely. Alright, so we're going to move on to the MagSafe leather wallet. Let's see. This is a big one for me. So we're going to throw it on. It does pick it up just fine. And same thing as before. I feel as though this material really helps grip against the wallet right there. Super nice to see that. And again, I feel like you can definitely drop the phone and this wallet is not going anywhere. Definitely trust it with this one. And now the big test. If you watch me, you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull out this stand, which is not a lightweight stand, and see if this case can lift it. And it definitely can even, just look at that. You guys know most cases can lift this stand, but pretty much none of them can shake it around the way this one is. Look at that. You've got to really shake it to get it to fall off of there. We might have just seen some of the strongest magnets I've covered so far. That is insanely impressive, and big shout out to Phone Rebel for that. Magnets are such a key point. But that's gonna be pretty much everything, guys. So I'll give you guys one last walkthrough around the case, and then we'll call it a day. So there's our camera lip again. So you can see very nice recessed cameras. Of course, you do have it paired with these corners all the way around. I really enjoy the sort of buffed up, rugged corners. I feel like those always help. Just look at that. That extra protection, it's never gonna hurt. Moving on to the front. Again, pretty much no lip down in the middle. There is a tiny one, but definitely not a big deal. It's mostly gonna be at the corners and a tiny bit extra down here at the bottom and the top. I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here, so if you don't have one, you're gonna get even more lip. I feel like I just always have to mention that. Moving on to the sides, that really nice cutout for the mute toggle, super easy to get to, crazy nice buttons. Super tactile, never gonna get over those. Bottom, again, those really nice, unique looking cutouts for your speaker and your microphone, and then pretty generous lightning port cutout. Moving over here, just our power button on this side. Again, crazy nice button. And then at the top, just a little bit of Phone Rebel branding. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button down below, and remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I'm doing cases, maybe I'm gonna do AirPod cases. I think I might have found a case that really deserves its own video, and just all kinds of accessories related to the tech devices we carry around with us. That's gonna be it from me, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys around. No way I'm leaving this thing behind. I'll see you guys out there.